Hello, friends. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Neon Poison, aka the Big Blue Bloat. The GHA, have a truly diverse community, and we're highlighting that for you today by having some very unique guests. But first, a frequent guest of the show, our dear friend who's been working so hard to keep the military running, Mr. Secretary of War, Ella Myn of Red One.
Hey, glad to
Hello.
be back.
Yes, happy holidays to you. Okay, and then next we have, let's go to Legkoi. He is one of the rising stars of the military, currently a Ravager captain. Hello, Legkoi.
Hello, guys.
Hello. And next we have 3A Cat. He is a team captain and Legkoi's second in command. Do we need a translation?
How do you pronounce your name?
Yes.
Well, it's in English would be down.
Down?
Translating, yes. It's like there is a sunset and there is a downset, and you have just the word down.
Down. All right. So, hey, down.
Hello.
How do you say it in Russian?
Yes.
Zakat.
Zakat. Okay.
Zakat. So the 3 is pronounced like a Z, right? Zakat.
Zakat.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And last but not least is our Mr. Mayor Ed, Mayor Edie. He is a diplomat and a fleet translator. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, let's get started. So, how did you guys find and join the GHA? Who wants to start it?
Задают вопрос, как мы нашли Золотую Орду. Кто отвечает?
Ну, после переезда с севера стена получилась. Заняли регион Great Violence, и выше, получается, располагалась Золотая Орда. Но нам нужны были, получается, клаймы либо дипломатическим путем, либо уже боевыми операциями как-то выбивать себе клайм. После чего наше руководство решило связаться с вашим, так как это недалеко, и уже дипломатическим путем, и, в общем, так как наша цель бороться с китайскими игроками, так как их много, и они везде. Получается, наша цель общая, и как бы множество вопросов мы решали, то, что после присоединения.
Okay, I'll try to translate all of this.
Thank you.
I try to remember as well. So basically, when we moved from Tenal to Great Violence, basically the Golden Horde was just up there in a region up there, and we share the same thoughts, the same enemy as well, the Chinese guys. So that's why we probably left to the Great Violence, looking for the better life. And of course, because we are neighbors, we start talking to each other in diplomatic manner, and that's how we join up.
Awesome. I noticed the tag says GEWN, and this is what we use in Thief Alliance Goons. Is there a relationship to that? Like, are you from the Goons?
Он говорит, мы как-то к гунам относимся.
Нет, это он, скорее всего, про нас. Он просто не понимает про то, что мы два разных альянса. Вот. Давай ты скажешь то, что это флитком из альянса НАН, вот, а я флитком из альянса GR. Ну, чтобы он понимал.
Well, so for you to understand it better, yeah, the Zakat, yeah, this guy here down,
Yes.
he's from the non-alliance, yeah, he's the head down there, the fleet, right, yeah, and the guy who is more up here, he's from the Bro alliance, yeah, so there's two big alliances here now to get joined. So maybe that's why you're confusing something, but I don't think we have anything to do with the goons.
But why the spell? I know. So the name is Brotherhood of Space, right?
Yes.
And so why is it GEWN?
Он говорит, почему тогда у вас это потому что ты сейчас перешел, да? You mean because of the Zakat has a new GVN now?
The name,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. It's been, yes.
Я сейчас только что перешел, получается, из Альянса НАН в Альянс БРО. Мы как Альянс НАН и Альянс БРО это не так давно, но может месяц назад стали летать. И это уже по личным причинам, получается. Я перешел из Альянса НАН в Альянс БРО. Но это было вчера.
Well, this is because recently the Zakat has changed the alliances and he went to the Bro Alliance. It happened just yesterday, by the way. So that's why it's changed. His spelling is changed. It was none before and now it's GNE yesterday.
So I think the reason Neon is asking is because Neon has ties to Goonswarm and Eve Online, and I think he's just excited that he might see somebody that he knows from Eve Online. That's why he was asking.
Okay.
because
But,
Okay. Он просто думал, что есть какие-то предпосылки из Большой Евы.
Нет, не связан.
because
No, it's just a coincidence, yeah. Some of us, of course, was playing in EVE Online, the big as well, me as well, but it was a long time ago. And yes, to play on a phone is much easier. Yeah, that's why I try to do it again.
I think that's the same for a lot of us. Yeah. Again, GEWN. That's that's the spelling.
So yeah, actually, Legkoi, how? Because I know I've been working with you for a while, and like you've been tearing it up, doing all sorts of fleets. I think you were one of the first people that I was able to work with to try to bring some of the fleets together between those who were speaking English and those who were speaking Russian. And first of all, I want to say thank you. That was really helpful to have a lot of your help early on to start getting more coordination between our fleets, and I really appreciate it. But do you have any other stories or anything from when you joined about kind of joining the Horde and starting to run fleets and do stuff with us?
Ты что-нибудь понял?
Конечно. Я делал то, что умею.
Он говорит, I will translate it, he didn't understand quite all of it, yeah. Он говорит, значит, спасибо тебе вначале за то, что ты соединил английскоговорящих и русскоговорящих вместе, да, ты начал делать это первый из вашего альянса, и вот, есть ли у тебя какие-то комментарии насчет этого, понравилось ли тебе летать с ними и твои будущие мысли?
Прям так бежим голубую Европу. Ну, ребята, смотрите, короче, в общем, я начал делать это первым, но без заката у меня бы ничего не вышло. И без остальных флиткомов, которые, в принципе, тоже участвуют в этом процессе, потому что мы в любом случае работаем командой, и мы хотим двигаться в таком направлении, чтобы мы были, ну, как бы наиболее сплочены не только русскоговорящими альянсами, а у нас была большая коммуникация, очень хорошая коммуникация на уровне всех флотов. И те команды флиткомов, которые выступали бы организаторами того мероприятия, на которое приходят другие альянсы внутри нашей коалиции, они бы обладали, знали и понимали как бы те инструменты, которые необходимы для того, чтобы мы наиболее координированно работали, ну, скоординированно работали. Можно
Yes, he's saying that, yeah, he was one of the first, yes, but recently after the Zakat is joined him, yeah, and they understand that we need to communicate and organize it so the rest of alliances see this, that we can do it, we can work together, and we can have a great benefits out of it.
Yeah. So, speaking of working together, I know one of the things we wanted to do today was take a look at a fight that happened yesterday, actually. I think for me it was yesterday morning. I think for you it was about midday. But this was a scenario, just to kind of set this up. We had a scenario where during a time slot that for us is actually not a great time slot, but I think we had a lot of folks around who went in to take out a station. And I'm wondering, given that you were the fleet commanders for this fight, if you can tell us a little bit about kind of how this, how we got into the fight, like how we approached this, because I believe the numbers were we had about 100 to their 160, and I think it went really well. So could you tell us a little bit about kind of getting into this fight and you don't necessarily have to talk about OPSEC, but how did it go? Like, what were some interesting things that we encountered as we watched this video?
This is the fight detailing where we was defending, and the guys was thinking. The Chinese was not really going to the fight at first. Yeah, is that the fight?
Yeah, so this is F1Q Dragon is the group coming in to try to blow up the station.
Он рассказывает, спрашивает, помните тот бой, который был вот вчера или позавчера, да, где собралась наша куча людей, да, защищать станцию, и прилетела куча китайцев, да, и он хочет спросить, какие ваши впечатления, что вам понравилось, как вам удалось организовать все это, и вот. А бой, есть ли у вас какие-то комментарии?
We also have another video that was uploaded here that we wanted to look at too, but
is this the same fight?
Which one do you want to do first?
Should I go back to that one?
Yeah, go back to the other one. We'll come back to this one. This one I think is a funny video, so we should finish up with that one.
Let's okay.
Can you get back to the other one?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Does it auto play back? Yes. Okay. This is a really short one, so this is shared to us by Zell, and what I see is, again, it's a short video, but I see a lot of pods, so a lot of action going on. So what was going on? So we're defending, yeah?
Кто-нибудь хочет прокомментировать тот бой, как это все удалось? Почему, я так думаю, можно рассказать, почему у нас так все это хорошо получилось? Или что-то типа этого?
Хорошо. Давай, Закат, ты первый.
Ну, почему это так хорошо получилось, во-первых, что мы знали то, что будет бой по-любому, и знали время точно. И мы были, получается, в защите. И мы могли собрать сразу же хороший флот, полностью укомплектованный логистами, гвардами. Хочу сказать, если вы, получается, с парнями из GR, которым приходилось переходить из своего дискорда в наш, чтобы какие-то колы, что-то говорить, общее перегруппировку сил или что-то еще.
Well, yes, it was a tremendous fight, yeah, but, we know they was coming, so we have a time to prepare.
Sorry. Ella, your mic is having feedback. Okay, thank you.
So, yes, so we get prepared. Yeah,
Yes.
we knew how to defend, how is the best to do. So you just don't do the big fleets with no reason. They have to be supported. We have a very good supporters, the logists,
Yeah.
and of course the guys who's defending the, how it's called in English, where you have a sphere.
The shield, right? The shield field, the bubble.
Yes, the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can
the
see that
shield
here,
field,
right?
yes. So that's why it was very hard to get through to us, and I think there was very little losses from our side. I don't know
Nice.
what about the list.
And yeah, we can see, right? We have so many bubbles here, right? We have our side, blue is, there's so many bubbles here, but then for the enemy, there's like only one bubble.
This is the one, the video where you can see one blue next to the lots of reds. Yeah, this is that video. Yeah, it was thanks to one of our logists. Yeah, he see the guy there, and he
That
knew
guy.
he's gonna be.
Yeah, this is that other video, which is a good video. I wanted to point out something though. So I'm really noticing, like, look at how well that our team is grouping up on those bubbles and staying together. And I think that's something I know that we've been working a lot on to kind of keep that cohesion, so that we're able to really throw a lot of punches without taking much damage.
Sure.
And our Logi are great Logi, and I really appreciate that we were able to kind of capture how that's going here. But I know part of the reason this was shared with us is just there are so many enemy pods on field. There's so many red pods, so that's that went really well for us, and we can definitely take a look at that other video too.
Okay, so let's set this up. Hold on, give me one sec. The other video is called Saving Private. Who are we saving? Private A36K YKA. Who is that? Saving Private somebody. We're saving someone.
I see Legkoi smiling over there, so I bet there's a good story here.
Should I play it? I'll play it. Is it playing?
Yeah, this is just about good coordination.
Еще все так хорошо получилось, потому что план был, мы обсуждали план еще за примерно часов 12 до начала, получается, боя. Мы
that's
план, как должно быть, как все, получается, все выходы, все уже знают.
Well, all the guys from our alliances, they was taking like a meeting about 12 hours before the battle, and they was going through all the points, the bad points, good points, how to do it, and that's how it turned up.
Я хочу добавить еще один момент, как бы в том плане, то, что у нас также из англоязычных ребят тоже был очень хороший флитком, и он первый ткнул, что нужно сделать. Вот. Я вам так скажу, то, что он самый первый догадался, что там замутили китайцы. Как он это сделал, я не знаю, но он сделал то, что нужно было.
POI.
И только потом мы, посовещавшись все вместе, как бы пошли за ним и встали на нужный гейт. Если бы мы этого не сделали, конечно, они бы ударили нам в спину, это было бы тяжелее. Вот. А в этом случае, да, мы их прям на гайке и поймали.
А кто это был? Из какого альянса?
Это был Зел. Это был Зел. Сейчас.
Okay, also he wants to comment that there was one guy who advised how to do it, and I don't know how he managed, what was happening to his head, but he knew exactly where we should stand before which gates and how to defend it, and that's why it turns up so well as well. Just some guys are have a very good knowledge.
So who is this A36? So we definitely saved him. He got lost somehow near the enemy, and then they shot him, and then he repped back up. He didn't die. That was kind of funny. But then, so one of us went to save him. So he was in a purifier. He was in a stealth bomber, and as you can see, he probably decoded by accident. And look, I think the lowest he got is right now.
Yeah, something really interesting here is you'll see in a bit an interceptor comes in to help out.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out that there are 3 different languages as primary languages in this fight. This POI interceptor that comes in, POI as a group is part of the Zen Horde Alliance, and
Yes.
primarily their primary language is Chinese.
Yes.
So, like, just to kind of show the level of coordination that we're starting to get to is, like, the groups fighting here were working very well together despite a lot of language barriers. And
Yeah, amazing.
I want to say thank you to everyone who's helping to kind of get past those language barriers so that we can have these fights that go as well. And we can have situations where you see, people coming in to help and knowing where they're supposed to be and being able to communicate about that as well as they have been.
Yeah. So, yeah. So there's 3 languages, right? Russian, Chinese, and English. And what happened? Whoa. Okay. So we actually blew him up. So we saved the guy who decoded by accident, and
Yes.
yeah.
But as you can see, there was some logist was trying to put some back his shield up, and
Oh yeah, for
they
sure.
probably survived.
Oops. Okay.
Они рассказывают про видео, вы видите, да? Наверху там видео, где как спасли. Кто-нибудь знает, откуда этот пилот, кому он, к какому альянсу он там относился? Это один из наших, нет?
Который его, получается, дефал или который убегал?
Тот, который там, да, этот. Который Fire, да. Который был этот.
Из JR.
This guy was from Julie Roberts' alliance, if you know.
Yeah.
The guy who was nearly blown up.
Oh, the A3. Okay, let me go back to that. Sorry.
Он умер, его убили он отслеживал, так скажем, цели, флот идущий, и его убили по пути. Он настолько хотел участвовать в битве, что взял P7 Purifier и вернулся обратно в 930.
You know, there was an interesting story about this guy I just heard.
Yeah.
He actually wanted so badly to join the fight.
Yeah.
But he lost his ship just about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before.
Oh.
But he so wants badly to join, so he sit into the purifier and join in.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but then he got close, very, very close again, and so that was accident, right? He got too close.
I think so, yes. Почему он так близко оказался?
Он прошел из
Просто
P7.
случайность?
Нет, он прошел из P7, он шел из P7 и прошел, получается, гейт.
Он приворпал на гейт, там бубль был. Его бубль.
Он приворпал? Ну, я не знаю. Я знаю то, что он торопился, короче, к нам. На выручку.
Okay, because he lost recently his ship, about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He went to get another ship, and he was going from the other direction. And when he jumped through the gate, and he wanted to jump to the fleet, he get to the bubble, and and he was nearly getting the troubles. But everybody managed to save him.
That was again amazing. So yeah, I mean, if we go back to the beginning, there was quite a few enemies there. There's 5-6 ships, right? Yeah. Nice editing, by the way, this video.
Здесь не в том, что азбука приворпала его, только самое удивительное, кто его пытался поймать. Вот это для меня большой вопрос.
So
Good
yeah.
question is, who wanted to catch him up? Who wanted to catch him? Почему?
Ну, потому что это руптура-хранитель, ребята. Там, если вы посмотрите, это, по всей видимости, руптура-хранитель едет за этим товарищем. Заместо того, чтобы дуть бабл, она пытается поймать Purifier.
So you can see that I don't know why the other pilot, he was in the Rapture. You see the Rapture, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was not. It was interdictor Raptor or something, yeah, which
This
controls
guy,
the bubbles.
the POI guy.
And why why did he get out from his fleet where he can do some help there? And
I guess he
it
just
was
he
not
just
very
took.
good organized. Yeah.
He wanted to save his fan, right? He wanted to save her blue, the POI guy, Silver Lining.
По-моему.
Yeah, he
No, we're
just.
talking about the red one.
Oh, the red one.
You're talking about that MOA that went flying all the way up there in the beginning. So this MOA that's right now about to get blown up, what he did is he left his fleet to chase down that purifier. So he actually got baited out of position,
So he was.
which is how he died. This guy right here. He got baited out of position and died because he left his fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, there he goes.
So,
Boom.
So kind of rolling from this one, we did have one other video to take a look at. So this was yesterday, and then actually there was, or I'm sorry, this was 2 days ago, and then there was another event yesterday morning with a base clear that somebody found just in time for us to do something about, and we were able to coordinate and get a fleet out there. And then Legkoi, I think, were you leading this fleet again for the next one, the station kill?
This one, there was no resistance, I mean. They want this one.
Yeah, this was just a go get rid of the station that popped up, right?
Он спрашивает насчет вчерашнего вылета, где не было никакого сопротивления, где мы взорвали станцию.
Просто его, пожалуйста, что это мероприятие делал Zakat, а я участвовал как рядовой пилот, так сказать, ну, как лид-командер в отдельном клубе.
Well, this was organized by Zakat, yeah, and the Legkoi was just joined up as a pilot, normal pilot. But as you see, we just want to get out anyone who wants to build a new station, because in the future it's gonna bring our problems, you know.
Yeah.
And
Boom.
so we have information about somebody wants to build a station, and it was like this. Everybody, yes, let's go now, because later on it's gonna be hard.
Yep.
Alright. I guess so no resistance. Who built the station? Do you guys know?
Кто там строил эту станцию?
Еще раз.
Gonna go take a
Эту
look.
станцию, которую мы вчера взорвали. Кто строил ее?
I'm going to take a look at whose station it was. GDL.
Whoa. Guys, feedbacks.
Yeah, hold on.
Ella, it's your side. Okay. GDL. Okay. But we didn't care whose it was. We just blew it out because it was in our space, right?
Yeah. So right now, the Golden Horde exists primarily. The space that we own is Geminate and Cache. But as you said, anyone building a station in Innsmother, Great Wildlands, Vale, and any of these places, in some places in Torrid, anyone who's building stations there who are not already blue to us or already friends with us, we want to get rid of those stations. We don't want to be in a position where somebody has the ability to launch an attack against us, now that we're getting in SOV, because we want to make sure that we get SOV stated and that we're in a good, comfortable position. And frankly, we still need people to hunt, because we got a lot of people who want to be blue with us right now. and it's nice to have some people that we can still fly around and shoot.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's move on to the next discussion phase. What do you guys have in the future planned for us? How do you see, Mr. Ella, your mic is having feedbacks. Thank you. Yeah, how do you guys see the future looking? Any plans, any wishes? You know, we're getting close to the last 3 days of the 2020. In the new year, what do you see us going? What do you see us, you know, with soft coming out, with the new restructuring of GHA? Where do you see us going? What do you see us in a month, in a year? Future plans, future outlooks.
Так, спрашивает он, что вы думаем насчет будущего, какие у нас планы насчет клаймов, насчет Орды и, в принципе, все, чем мы будем заниматься в будущем, есть ли какие комментарии?
Ну, я думаю, то, что цели наших альянсов, они совпадают. В этом обязательно то, что мы хотим свою грядку. Вот. Конечно, мы хотим клаймы. Вот. И в последнее время мы подтверждаем, ну, точнее, мы получаем подтверждение того, что мы в состоянии защищать, вот, объединяться достаточно в большую массу, и не просто массу, а коалицию, не просто на бумажке, да, а в объединение компетентных людей, которые умеют управлять флотом, да, ну, мы здесь флиткомы собрались, вот, которые умеют управлять флотом и давать отпор противнику, который хочет куситься на то, что есть наше в спейсе, в кэше, вот. И также расширяться за пределы кэша. Конечно, мы очень ждем, когда откроют дрон регион. Ну, мы закатываем очень надолго, строим план. Вот. Но на Новый год, конечно, очень бы хотелось бы увидеть от разработчиков дрон регион. И я очень думаю, что там будет очень интересно, потому что там будет драка. Будет драка, мы будем драться за это. Регион 100%. Вот. Что еще хочется сказать? Хочется сказать,
Давай я
наверное...
переведу, а то забуду. I will translate a little so I can forget. It's lots of things he said. Yeah. So first of all, he wants to say yes. Our plans is to get ready for the Soul. Yeah, and the recent battles show us that really we can hold the territories. Yeah, and we can climb them and see. And this is what we want to do, to organize a good communications between the fleet comms, yeah. So our battles gonna get more accurate and more strong, and so we can be one of the dominant people in the region, and everybody will be scared of us.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do in a future part. Что ты еще хотел сказать?
Ну и, конечно, мы будем продолжать влиять на те территории, которые вокруг нас, и делать больше фана в коалиции, в корпорации, в альянсе, чтобы всем было интересно играть.
Of course, we're gonna try to influence the regions which is next to us and try to build a fun contest for every player, every pilot, yeah, and that's our plans.
Awesome.
yeah, something you just said, So as Neon the Big Blue Boat just alluded to, we've had a lot, we've had a little bit of restructuring happening within the Golden Horde. We've had a couple of our member alliances, our member corporations, wish to step out and kind of go locate next to us as their own entity and not be part of our specific family anymore, but still want to work with us on stuff. And some of that made it onto Reddit, and there's been a little bit of drama that's gone around on Reddit. But something I find very interesting and that we've kind of been talking about in the last couple of days is we have a lot of opponents who feel that means that we're weak. That means that we're in a place where they can attack us and that they're going to have success. And what we've seen in the last 3 days, especially through the fleets that you two have been running, is that we're not weak. In fact, if anything, we've been getting stronger and stronger. And as we are able to clean up some of the diplomatic issues on the side, those haven't affected our military at all. If anything, our military has gotten stronger and stronger. Yeah. And even the pilots that have left the Golden Horde are still engaging on our side as allies. Sure. As we fight up in the Vale. But we are definitely not weaker in cash, and that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing our ability to defend our space. We're seeing our ability to project our influence out into the regions next to us, as you just said. And I think a lot of that really comes down to the work that you two have been putting in, and you three have been putting in making sure that we're still able to bring the fight. And I wanted to say thank you, but I also wanted to let people know that there's a lot of great content going on at all time zones. Yeah. And this just happens to be a group that we haven't had a chance to talk about a lot yet, but we should be talking about it because we've seen 3 days, 3 battles, and even just this morning, right before we recorded this, there was a pretty big fight in Miraculous that somebody tried to camp Enreal and we stepped in and squashed them. And by we, I mean, because I was watching my kid. So, yeah.
Just let me a little tell the guys, because they... Значит, он сейчас сказал насчет того, что благодарность большое вам, да, как флитком, то, что создаете хороший контент для игроков. Да, и что мы действительно показываем силу, да, хотя, несмотря на то, что вышло несколько корпораций из Золотой Орды, да, там было хоть и боевые пилоты, но все же это никак не сказалось на нашей армии, так сказать, нашей силе. И, конечно, еще раз часто он благодарит именно вас, потому что благодаря вам вы создаете контент для пилотов, и, естественно, продвигаете вперед Золотую Орду и нас в целом, всех.
Спасибо, да. Я думаю, что эти слова касаются не только нас с Закатом, но и всех остальных флиткомов, поскольку их очень много в нашей коалиции. Вот. Мы им тоже благодарны, потому что мы тоже в виде рядовых пилотов с ними стараемся летать и участвовать в тех мероприятиях, на которые они тратят свое время и вкладывают душу, может быть. Короче, трудятся. Они трудятся, это же работа такая небольшая. Флиткомом быть, безусловно, непросто. Вот.
So he's saying that thank you for very kind words towards us, but also let's not forget we are not the only ones who are commanding the fleet.
Sure.
There are some more great guys there who are putting great work, and it's by work I mean work. To be a fleetcom is not easy job, and so he wanted to thank the rest of the guys in our alliances as well.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. Thank you to the two of you, but there are a lot of people that are really doing a great job that aren't even represented in this call. And I know that from my part, one of the things that we've been trying to do in the military is to really help people who want to lead fleets get experience, get support so that they could lead more fleets. But also that in the Horde we've had a military ranking, which is, I mean, yeah, it's cool to have a cool rank next to your name, but it's also so that we can kind of help find the people who are doing a good job and help them get into higher positions, so that if they have the skills to help us succeed, they're in place to really have that command and have more resources so that they can share their knowledge. And one of the things that I feel that I've been behind on is really helping a lot, because of the language barrier, is really helping a lot of our Russian speaking fleet comms and a lot of our Chinese speaking fleet comms to get into the upper ranks, because in the past we've listened to how fleet commanders run their fleet, and we use that to kind of determine who's doing a good job, who's still learning things. And because those of us who have been in the Admiralty and supporting the admirals can't understand Chinese and Russian, we've really had a hard time saying, well, we know this person's capable of being a wing commander or a Ravager captain. So one of the things that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks is, now that we've had a chance to actually get into fights to see how all of you have been doing, I'm getting a lot of those ranks caught up. So we'll probably start seeing a lot of people who should be higher rank get those ranks and be in a position to really help lead us a lot better. So thank you, and thank you for being patient with me.
Yeah, and thank you for Mr. Major Ed for, and then your translation is a huge work, right? Especially doing it in real time and doing the live fleets. That's great work. It's allowing what has been, yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to, yeah, please.
This is we are finishing, or
we just have the last segment is usually your shoutouts, your last words, final thoughts.
Окей. Значит, я немножко расскажу, что они тут говорили, да. Они рассказывали, что да, надо тренировать новых флиткомов, и у нас есть небольшой барьер из языковой, из-за того, что есть китайцы, есть англичане, есть русский, да, но в основном он видит только вас, да, вот флиткомов, которые постоянно что это делают, поэтому про других он так сказать не может, поэтому опять множество благодарности идет насчет вам. Мне спасибо, что я здесь тоже стараюсь переводить. Вот, и подходит наша к концу, и он сейчас спрашивал последние слова, есть ли что-нибудь сказать напоследок.
Закат, ты что хочешь сказать?
Ну, хочу поблагодарить всех, кто занимается координированием флотов, производственным процессом РД. Вы делаете все контент, получается, для пилотов. Спасибо вам еще раз. Надеюсь, что мы будем в будущем еще наращивать темпы в коммуникации между друг.
So he wants to thank everybody here as well, and of course the Golden Horde for making a great context for every player here, and of course not only the battles, but also the guys who doing the dirty work, engineering and stuff like this. They are also have to be mentioned.
Yeah, making ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's been a lot of people, like, I know in these segments we featured a lot of the people who are actually in the fights, or people who are actually doing a lot of the military side of things, but there are a lot of people who are working very hard to make sure that we have the stations to put down for sub, that we have the ships that we can fly and fight, and we owe them a lot of credit, because they're how we get to go out and have fun with these ships. So.
That's right.
Он согласен, короче, говорил спасибо тоже, да. не только наши пилоты, но также и инженеры. Спасибо им, что они создают наш флот, с помощью которого мы можем защищать и создавать интересные баталии.
Это очень важно. Обеспечение это очень важно. Для войны нужны 3 вещи. Я сейчас поумничаю, мальцы. Для войны нужны деньги и деньги. Вот.
Yes, of course. I wanted to comment, translating him, that in a war is not only the pilots and
Yeah.
who's getting the whole work. Yeah, it's also the side who's taking all these hard things to build up the ships, and of course the money. Money.
SRP.
Yes.
How about you, Mr. Major Ed? Any shoutouts? Final thoughts?
Well, recently, yes, I was playing. I mean, like upgrading my skills so I can really join into the big fights and show off something as well. Yeah. Before I was shy because my skills was very low, but even because of that, now I see it's not how you play. Yeah, it's how you listen to the fleet comms because
Yeah.
they will tell you and you will survive. Even if you can make some damage, it's better than to stay aside. You know. So guys, keep up. Don't be scary to fly out. Yeah, it's nothing to be scared. It's just a game. It's just fun. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, we have opportunities for any, like, even day one newbies,
Я
right?
могу
If you
рассказать ту историю
Sorry.
про гунов, про которую спрашивали в самом начале. Я понял, к чему.
Да, продолжай.
Мне продолжать? Значит, ребята из Нанов рассказали, как они пришли в Золотую Орду, да? Мы пришли в Золотую Орду из другой коалиции, которая обитала на западе в Аутарин. Вот. И эта коалиция казалась не очень ПВПшной, скажем так, мягко говоря. И все ПВП тянул в этой коалиции наш альянс. У нас был и сейчас есть один флитком, который готовил в Большой Еве. Он готовил один из крупных альянсов на альянс Торнадо. Если вы в курсе, что это за мероприятие такое, я не буду погружаться. Но это спортивное состязание. Вот он готовил там людей. Я его очень хорошо знал, позвал. И мы там наводили шороху по этому ауторрингу. Вот. Очень много пилотов получило опыт ПВП. Но конец нашей коалиции настал тогда, когда пришел Гунсварм, да, и они сыграли, так скажем, на нескольких факторах, да, скрыли внутренние проблемы нашей коалиции. Оказалось то, что наши оппоненты внутри коалиции нас обманывали. Вот. У них там были бета-фермы, вот. И гунсвармы, да, внесли некий раздор в наши ряды. Но мы держались до последнего, ребята, я вам так скажу. Короче, мы уезжали оттуда последним после того, как вся эта коалиция накрылась медным тазом. Это было очень неприятно, конечно, но это был большой опыт для нас. И мы решили, короче, что мы будем с теми людьми, которые против ботов, которые против китайских ботов. И эти ботафермы нам очень не понравились. Они оставили очень плохое впечатление вообще не то, что, ребята, они там плохие, да, копают, короче, это все плохо, это и так понятно, а вот то, что из-за этого, ну, из-за вот этих ботаферм, да, из-за вот этих людей очень много игроков покинуло игру, поскольку их корпорации, то есть наш GR остался единый, мы как бы сплотились более сильно, но были корпорации, которые состояли в этой коалиции, которые распались, потому что было сильное давление, и в том числе и гуны надавливали политически. Вот. И много игроков просто покинуло игру, и это очень плохо. Вот. А виной всему эти боты.
Это ты
Вот.
говоришь про здесь, про и онлайн или и Экос?
Это я говорю про If Ecos, это старт нашего пути как GR. Мы были в другой коалиции, и после этого нашли Golden Horde и, ну, и пришли к ним, потому что у них была такая политика против ботов. Вот. И, конечно, они, значит, самое главное, как бы, это то, что у нас было одинаковое мышление, да, в том плане ботов, да, и условия. Как бы условия, безусловно, для корпораций и альянсов вступающих были очень хорошие. То есть, ну, мы зашли, и нам было приятно находиться в коалиции.
Okay, so he wants to comment about the way of the alliances he is in now, how it goes from zero to now to the
Yeah.
Golden Horde. Yeah, and he was they've been in a coalition with some alliances and groups, corporations who has probably now is a main issue is the bot when there's lots of bots, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was affecting them very badly. And the Goons one, what we was talking before, yeah, they actually helped them to understand what the goals of the game is. Yeah, so they was break the coalitions before with these guys, with the bots, and goes on to another ones. Yeah, now we have a big alliance with us, yeah, with NAM, and later on with Golden Horde. But also what he wanted to comment that the bots now is getting really annoying, yeah, and it's because of that lots of players are losing interest in the game and leaving, yeah, and this is probably a bad issue, and this is what he wanted to comment.
Yeah, so thank you for helping us with the efforts. Yeah, Ella?
I was just going to say, just to clarify, that because people are botting,
Yeah,
it's making it less fun for everyone
Sure.
else. Is that what you're saying?
for sure. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but also there's some people don't realize what's the benefits and still dealing with these corporations, and they are in like they stuck. Yeah, they stuck. They don't develop because of this.
And we are actually starting to see a lot of people move away from, like, we are starting to see people realize how negative the impact of botting can be, and they are moving away from these groups. We're seeing a lot of these groups start to fold. We're even seeing some be interested in joining us, or at least trying to become allies of us because they really don't want us as a threat. And that's something that we're trying to be very careful with, because on one hand, it's nice to have friends. It's nice to have a lot of people that don't want to hurt us, but at the same time, we want content. We want to be able to fly, and we want to be able to shoot people, because that's what this game is. So we want to be careful not to make everybody our friend, and by making everybody our friend, have nothing to do for PvP. So that's the balance that we're trying to strike right now, and I tend to favor having people to shoot at, but you know, if somebody's trustworthy, if somebody can add and make things better, then yeah, we do want to have conversations with them. But we want to make sure it happens on our yeah.
Again,
That's why we've been attracted to Golden Horde. I just want to add that, please.
Yeah, I mean, just sort of to recap on the war. We started because some people were botting and hurting the game, and we fought them, we beat them, and we have seen the latest numbers. I wish I had that ready, but I don't. But the latest number is the mining bots at least have been way down. Crazy. I'll show it maybe in the next episode. But it's thanks to everybody like GemFed, all of the game, Shush Alliance, us working against the bots. We really reduced the number of botters. From what I heard, the latest is that they basically given up on that, on botting, because we've been killing them, and they've been moving to low sec and high sec and doing their botting in doing missions instead, which we can't do anything about. So we're calling for NetEase and the game moderators to do something about it. All right, so we're coming up on the hour mark. Let's see, 56 minutes. Any other last words, final thoughts?
Кто-нибудь хочет что-нибудь еще прокомментировать?
Все.
Да, я думаю, все сказали. Как бы, что еще можно тут прокомментировать? По бою можно что-то сказать. Ты хочешь что-то сказать? Наверное.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it was a great conversation. I hope it was not difficult for you to sit and and listen while we speak in Russian.
that was great. And again, thank you for doing this live translation.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, and it was actually quite enjoyable. So, thank you for coming on.
Okay,
Yeah, I had to do a final shout out
thank you too.
to our sponsor, ghgears.com. I ordered a t-shirt from them a few days ago before Christmas, and I'm wearing it right now. I can tell you it's really comfortable.
T-shirt.
Yeah, thank you. And the print quality is awesome. Again, the shipping was so fast. Like I got mine literally like 3 days after I ordered it. This is like Amazon Prime speed. So it's definitely impressive. With multiply. They told us they have suppliers across Europe, Asia, and the US, and promised they will fit their C-type MWDs to give you top speed shipping. So visit ghgears.com and use coupon code GHNews upon checkout to enjoy a 10% discount. All of the profits will go to our beloved GHA designers in our marketing department. Again, go to ghgears.com, enter coupon code GHNews, GHNEWS at checkout. Let's check out a few products here. Again, people have been commenting, this guy really looks like Bo, but it's not Bo. But Bo, if you're listening, you're welcome to come and model for us one of these days. This is a red one hoodie. As you can see, it's quite nice. This one is designed by Corwin of Red One. It's very impressive. Yeah, very impressive design. I see that you guys use that on your Discord as well. So again, coupon code GHNews, one word, GHNews, to enjoy a discount. There's a whole bunch of stuff too. Let's see, go back to home. T-shirts. My favorite is the phone cases. Where are the phone cases? Phone cases right here. Yeah, so there are durable ones. There's like glitter ones with iPhone. So there's GH. What is this? GH military, right? Yeah, the military logo, and there's I think there's everything. There's a red one case.
And And if there are other corps that want to try to get their logos out there for their members, who can they talk to? Yeah.
There's contact us right here. We have people standing by, support@ghgears.com right there.
All right. So yeah, if you want to get your, if you're in the Horde and you want to get your logo on a shirt for people to get, there you go. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for joining us. That was fun. I wish we had more time, but it's Monday morning for us. We have to get to our other work. But this has been fun.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.